An act of kindness has a Harlingen woman overwhelmed and feeling indebted to the complete stranger. Action 4's Valeria Ponte has more.
Nadia Magali Colon knows this could have easily led to identity theft. She accidentally left her wallet in Shipley's Donuts in Harlingen. In the wallet, she had her social security card, credit cards, and birth certificate. But in less than an hour, a stranger was at her door with the wallet.
This story proves the kindness of strangers exists right here in Harlingen.
There was a young man there, and he had my license in his hands and my purse in his other hand. And he looked at my license and he looked at me. And he said, "You left this."
A surprise for Magali Colon as she sat alone at her house. The doorbell rang and there stood a stranger holding her wallet, a possession she didn't even know was missing.
I started to cry, and then, I kept looking inside, and, just to count and just to look at the contents, and he says, "Everything's there." And then at one point, I just jumped on him and hugged him, "Thank you, thank you, thank you."
Action 4 News found out that the stranger is manager at the Shipley's Donuts in Harlingen. Magali and her husband visited the shop. Less than half an hour later, the manager was at her door.
I did have everything in it, from birth certificate, social security card, credit cards. My whole life is in this purse.
Action 4 contacted the manager for comment, but he says he wished to remain anonymous. Employees at Shipley say he is extremely kind-hearted and that this selfless act doesn't surprise them. But Magali wants him to know how much this means to her.
I would like to thank him from the bottom of my heart. I'd like to, tell him, his act of kindness will never be forgotten. He has touched my life. He has moved me, in such a way.
Truly an act of kindness. Magali tells Action 4 that she knows how lucky she was, but that things could have been worse. She says that from now on, she won't be carrying her social security card or birth certificate with her at all times. In the studio, Valeria Ponte, Action 4 News.
All right, thanks, Valeria. Police say that you should never carry documents like your social security card, birth certificate, or passport with you unless you are using them.